Well, Money in Main Street is back now with more small business advice in our CEO Sit-Down. Today we're welcoming Rob Basso back to our program. He's the founder of Advantage Payroll Services and author of The Everyday Entrepreneur. Rob, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me back. Again.
We're talking today about managing or removing compliance headaches. So we want you to talk a little bit about what those headaches are. And also, you say staying up on new technology is a way to battle those headaches.
Well listen, most of your listeners and viewers are here in New York State, and unfortunately, we're number 49 when it comes to doing business in this state, and a lot of that has to do with our regulation. If you stay up with the proper technology to help you manage the process as a business owner in an HR department, it's going to alleviate potentially the risks that you have within your organization. And for us in the human resources business, it's a big part of what we do every day is to try to keep people out of trouble and out of reach of the government.
Right, those regulations are evolving, whether on the state or federal level. But how do you track the latest in technology to battle those compliance headaches?
Well, the good thing is there's enough choices out in the marketplace when you're a consumer, when you're a small or medium-sized business owner. It's literally as simple as Googling and making sure that your vendors that you're doing business with presently have the ability to keep up with the changing demands in the marketplace. I know at my organization, we work very hard at keeping up with all these regulations because it's 85% of our business.
Now, is that something that IT does for you, or do you have that person working with legal? Who works on that for you?
Within our organization, it's a combination of both. It's our HR manager, it's our IT, and it's our legal department to keep up with everything that's going on. But if you're not in the human resources business and you own a manufacturing facility, you might not have the specialists on staff.
Right.
That's why you have to either outsource it or go to your accounting or your legal professional.
Well, let's go to an actual example, like a scenario of a new regulation, whether state or federal, that was a game changer for you, or a story that you can share with us and how to approach it.
All right. Well, it's been in the news for the last eight or so years. It's the Affordable Care Act, better known as Obamacare.
Yes.
It has been a significant burden when it comes to a compliance level on small and medium-sized business owners. It's quite invasive, and it requires a lot of work every single month with every single one of your employees to report what's going on within your organization.
Right.
If you don't have a systematic approach or an electronic way to do this, it becomes very burdensome and costly. So you need to find a right vendor in our HR industry that helps you do that. If you don't have a vendor that can help you do that and you're trying to manage this yourself, you're going to spend countless time, energy, and effort that could have been spent elsewhere making money for the company.
And as you said, things are constantly evolving, and there's a good chance Obamacare will be changing.
We will all find out. I personally, I don't believe it'll be repealed. I think it'll be changed.
It's something to watch. Let's talk about how opportunities have been changing these days for small businesses.
Right. If you look at my industry, which is the human capital management industry, you have the opportunity when you were 100, 150 employees to get some of this technology that was very costly and very expensive. The market has changed dramatically where small organizations with 15 and 20 people now can afford to run their organizations like much bigger companies because the cost of developing this technology has gone down dramatically. So companies like mine, we're not a big public company, can compete with the big guys out in the marketplace.
Well, is that making it easier for those companies to navigate the changing regulations and the reporting requirements?
It is a game changer for small and medium-sized businesses that used to have to manage these processes alone. Now they can reach to a multitude of opportunities in the marketplace to help them run their businesses.
Okay, so Rob, there's a greater demand, you were telling me, in HR for a human capital management solution. You mentioned it earlier, that is inclusive. So what are these solutions?
Well, we call it a hire to retire program. And basically what happens from the minute somebody applies to your organization, we're tracking that data, putting it in the HR system, putting it in the payroll system, putting it in your time and attendance management program. And it's one single login that houses all the information from the minute you interview somebody to the minute they get terminated from your organization. And again, this used to be for much larger companies, but we've got clients with 6 and 7 employees that are taking advantage of this because they don't have an in-house HR professional.
And is that a costly service?
No, it's really not. The truth of the matter is an average customer, if you've got 8 to 10 employees, you could pay us as little as $150 a month to do this entire back office process for you.
Many people will pay whatever it takes to avoid compliance headaches.
That's right.
All right. Rob Basso, thanks so much for joining us.